Good morning from sunny, hot, humid, sweaty Brunswick, Georgia. Cynthia and I decided we put the boat on the market to sell it, and we wanted to get the boat back at 100%. We wanted it to be perfect. And before we left Ecuador, to go to Ecuador, we bought lots of parts, thousands of dollars in parts. And everybody was supposed to do the work, but when I got back, nobody had done anything. It took us 3 months just to get someone to detail the boat the American way. But you know, it is what it is. But I do miss Ecuador. I miss how kind the people are, how interested they are in you. Their time there is different than here. If you're an A personality, you're probably not going to like Ecuador. It took 3 years for Cynthia to get used. I was in business, and it wasn't about being on time to your meetings. It was about being early. It was a sign of respect. In the South, the conservative South, being late is rude. It's saying my time is more important than your time. But in Ecuador, everybody is always late. Parades are late. Everything is late. You cannot be in a hurry. When you order all your food, you may get in the morning, you may get your coffee when you're done having breakfast or in the middle of breakfast. Who knows? But you just can't get too worked up about it. That's just the culture. We went to St. Simon's Island to have lunch the other day. It was a pretty day. It was a little warm. And if you haven't been to St. Simon is a barrier island in South Georgia. And if you live in the Southeast United States, it's definitely a place to go and see. It's beautiful. It's very affluent, very upscale. And we went to a little restaurant that had outdoor seating because we missed it. In Ecuador, in the Andes, everywhere you go, there's outdoor seating in restaurants to take advantage of the scenery and the temperatures. And so we found it. We thought, this will be fun. No, it was hot. It was so hot. And when the young waitress came to see what we wanted to drink, she said, "How are you?" And I said, "Hi." And her response was, "Oh, that's good." And I thought, that's not what I said. No one listens. But, you know, it's America. In Ecuador, we've gone 4 trips. We've been to the coast, which I didn't really care for, and the rest of it in the Andes. This last trip, we spent 31 days. It drove 2,500 kilometers, about 1,500 miles. And keep in mind that from north to south, Ecuador is about 450 miles. So it's not really a big country, but it is stunning. I'm always trying to understand. I love history. I love understanding cultures, and I would watch YouTube videos. And sadly, all these YouTubers would take buses and taxis. So they would show you little sections of different towns. But the reality is that the most beautiful things in Ecuador are between the towns. The scenery is just, you really can't describe the beauty. It's just, if you like nature. Both Cynthia and I like nature. But anyway, I'd found a bunch of YouTube videos talking about indigenous justice. They've got their own justice system, their own laws, their own language, and they do some outrageous things as an American for you breaking the law, you doing something terrible. And I brought this up to Cynthia, and I was shocked. And she said, "Oh yeah, we know that. We're in favor of it. We don't trust our court systems. We don't trust our law enforcement. And in the Andes is the safest place in Ecuador to be." And I thought, anarchy. This is breakdown of civilization, but it works. And we've been to several towns. Banos was one of them that had a sign on the street that said, you do something terrible, and we'll catch you, we'll beat you, and we'll light you on fire. These are signs on the buildings. In Cuenca, we came across a sign that said, "Look, we have neighborhood watch. You break the law, you steal, we'll beat the crap out of you." That's different than America, where we have a legal system that may work sometimes. But I miss the kindness, I miss the goodness, I miss the temperature. In Cuenca, when we were there, it was a little colder than normal. It was in the mid to high 40s in the morning and go into the high 60s, low 70s in the daytime. I miss that. In this video, it's going to be on Cuenca. We did 2 trips this trip to Cuenca. The first trip, we stayed downtown in the old section right by the cathedral, and it was stunning. Our view was just amazing. It was a cute little apartment. It was a one bedroom because it was only Cynthia and I, and it was $45 a night. We did have to find a garage for the car, parking area. We finally did. That was $10 a night. Cuenca's really not set up for long-term parking, or parking in general is hard. The second trip, we stayed on the river, and it was on the river from a certain room, from a certain angle, looking out a certain window, but it was darling. It was a beautiful little two-bedroom apartment. It had its own garage, but it was on a busy road where the cars go fast, and you had to open the garage, so you had to wait in the street while somebody opened the garage, and then backing up was blind, so you need somebody to go out there and tell you when you could back up. But it was no biggie. We just parked the car and left it and walked. Downtown was maybe a 10 to 15 minute walk. That was $65 a night. Cynthia pointed out on multiple times that the food in Cuenca was more expensive than anywhere else, and it was. But $6 to $7 for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Okay, we just spent $44 on two sandwiches and 2 teas. The breakfast come with juice and coffee. In Cuenca, mostly you had to buy a drink for lunch or for dinner. If you're a foodie, it's the Cuenca's over the top. This video, Cynthia actually shows for I think the first time, some of the different foods we ate, and they were beautiful to look at and unbelievably awesome flavor. In America, we like to eat out, and mostly everything's okay. That's kind of a waste. People weren't nice, so the food wasn't so good. We spent $65. There's definitely very European. The town itself in this video show is just stunningly beautiful. And it's like being on a cruise ship. There's so much to do. You never run out of things to do, both in town and outside of town. It's just amazing. In one of the videos, I talked about how I felt like their medical system. Cynthia did a OBGYN that was $35. We had our teeth cleaned. It was $20 each. She had her hair cut. It was $5 each. I talked about how I like their medical system better than ours. I looked it up. They're 7th in the world as far as the medical system. United States was 49th. And Ecuador, I could get spectacular insurance for about $150 a month. I'm older. That would take care of eyes, dental, medical. You don't need a prescription to get most medicines. Narcotics, you probably would. You go to the pharmacist and tell them what your problem is. So you've cut out a doctor's appointment just to get your medicine. It is, it's nice. We went and met with a realtor in one of the expat blogs. We found a realtor, and we met her. She was downtown, maybe 5-minute walk from our downtown apartment, and nice as she could be. And the building she was in was stunning. You could rent a really, really nice place in Cuenca, downtown or in the mountains, for $750 a month. And we looked at some mountain views. Cynthia's not really in favor of the mountains, that were really, really nice for $300,000. Cuenca was established in the mid-1500s, and it was built on Inca ruins. There's still ruins both downtown and on the outskirts of downtown. When the Spaniards came, it was, of course, the indigenous people, the people that were here. They enslaved them, turned them to servants, stole everything they had. They've always been discriminated against. Cuenca was one of 3 capitals in Ecuador. It was not until like the 1930s, I think, when it was mostly its own country. There were no roads in the Cuenca. And so everything was brought in by the indigenous people pulling mules. And they were very discriminated against. But if you meet them today, they are noble, they are proud, they are hardworking, they are kind, they are polite. We met a lot of the indigenous people, and they just amazed me. They sweep their sidewalks, they sweep the gutters, they sweep their streets. They're always doing something. They're tiny people. It's not unusual to see the women under 4 feet. Most of the men might be 5 feet, maybe. But anyway, This video is on Cuenca, and it is absolutely amazing. Taxis in Cuenca are $1.50. A bus ride's 35 cents. The tram can be 30 cents. We bought passes, one-time passes for $1 and did the whole line. Part of the trip, it was just us on the tram, and another part, it was like being in New York City. It was just packed like sardines. But it was, I love Cuenca. It's so multicultural. You can get any kind of food you want. I had eggplant parmesan twice at the same restaurant. We went twice just because it was the best eggplant parmesan I've ever had. It was a whopping $6.50. But anyway, I hope that you enjoy the video. It will be of the apartments, the downtown. We went, it's funny, the Catholic Church owns all the best real estate, has the most amazing churches. Their cathedrals are rival Europe's cathedrals. We went to the Church of Turi. It's on top of a mountain overlooking the city. The view was spectacular. And found a restaurant with all glass walls, floor to ceiling. I think it was, Cynthia said, she complained it was $7 per person. That included for me juice and coffee, a spectacular breakfast. And Cynthia had an Ecuadorian breakfast, but it was worth the $14. Can you believe that? $14. No tips. But anyway, enjoy the video. We'll have some more coming. The next one will be on the beauty of the drive between Bicabamba and Cuenca. And the last one will be on Baños. And when the leaves change in October, we'll go to North Carolina and we will drive through the mountains up there, going from Highlands, which is beautiful. It has, believe it or not, it's got a lot of Mexicans up there. And we found a Mexican restaurant that was, their breakfasts were unbelievable. Then we'll go to Waynesville, go up to Little Switzerland, go to Blowing Rock, and then we'll head back to Hilton Head and then back to the boat. But enjoy the video. Ecuador is an amazing place. The cost of living is maybe 25, 30 cents on the dollar from what we're used to. The people are so kind. The health insurance there is great. The food is amazing in Cuenca. Cuenca is just, it's hard to describe. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. We are in the old section of Cuenca. It's a cute little apartment. I think it's about $60 a night. But look at the view right across from the big cathedral. Just absolutely gorgeous. Hey, Annie. Pretty spectacular. Most of the beds over here in Ecuador have been amazing. And the bathroom and shower. Welcome to the old section of Cuenca. Hey, Annie.
Hi.
This is an office building. Wow, it's beautiful. Hawaii.
Esquina de la Fiscalía Provincial de la Cuenca.
Bueno, aquí dice Fiscalía Provincial de la Cuenca.
We're being a tourist, honey. Very quiet under by the water. We're having breakfast on the water, and very rarely do we see anybody flying an Ecuadorian flag, but there they are. Hey, Annie. Honey, hey. You have a beautiful place.
Thank you.
It's amazing. The sign says Neighbors United Against Robbers. We're watching you. Robbers who are caught will be beaten. That's all. Safety.
That's the Cuenca.
Hey, Annie. Hey, Annie. This is a very interesting tree.
In many of these churches will be
Totally different in America.
Remember the country? Mami, ¿cómo le enseñan esas palabras?
Interesting trees.
Las raíces del amor, donde estaba quedará.
Hey, baby.
Y olvídame, nunca, pero nunca me abandones, amiguito. Nunca, pero nunca me abandones, amiguito.
Beautiful life. We're up at the Church of Turkey. God bless the Catholic Church. They have all the best real estate, big giant mausoleums. Hey, honey. Good morning.
Buenos días, gracias.
Is that, ask him if that's smog or It's beautiful, isn't it? There's a lookout post right there. We're going to go to the Church of Turkey after breakfast. Hey, honey.
How do you sleep? Pretty good. Now it's very cold. There's a heater over there. Because most of the other places that came from the Europe and most of the other person came in Europe came to Argentina. So most
Go team, go team. Is it good? It's good?
see. Time to go.
Is it good?
It is good.
This looks really good.
My turn. I will take the photo too.
Hey.
No.
Do dancing, do the
No,
dancing.
honey, I'm not a professional.
Do the dancing.
I'm not
I don't dance.
Stop. That was cool. I think you wanted those things.
It has fire,
What? Yeah.
these tables.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts.
Look at this guy's expression right here. ghost town. Look at this road, honey.
Not many cars today. Hey, husband.
So glad we came up here, aren't you?
It was beautiful. I would like to come back in the future. Hey, honey.
What a beautiful little town. Beautiful. It's just too far out. I think it's gorgeous. I would like this more if it had a balcony. Yeah, it's really good.
Hey Judy. Hay un baño.